What's up, everybody? I am back. It's Wednesday, and I'm doing another Lorna Shore video. So, I guess it's close to 2 weeks now. I did Pain Remains 2, which was, I think, the newest video that had been released. But I'm going back to do Pain Remains 1, Dancing Like Flames. I was told that it's a trilogy, which, I mean, I understand that, right? Pain Remains 1, 2, and 3. Makes sense. So I'm going back to the first part of it. We'll get into it here in a minute. I got my coffee, so I'm ready. Before I do get into it, Starbucks Blonde Espresso Roast. I gotta say, give me money, Starbucks. Come on, Daddy Starbucks, give me some money. And stop telling your workers not to unionize. I support unions. I support unionization efforts. Come on, Starbucks. Grow the fuck up. That's neither here nor there. I'm just giving a free plug to Starbucks for their blonde roast, because it's really nice. It's really smooth and mellow. So two things. One, I'm not an expert. I'm not a professional. You know, I know some things about music. I know some music theory, but I'm not a vocal coach. I'm not a professional. So don't expect me to give this a professional's opinion. All right. And then number two, you may not like this. If you don't like really heavy stuff, you probably won't like this. Lorna Shore is a very heavy band. You might not like my opinion. You might not like me. You know, these things are acceptable to me. I don't mind a little disagreement, but I would ask that you try to keep it respectful in the comments. I try to keep my thoughts respectful when I do these. And I would just ask for a little bit of that in return. With that out of the way, let's get right into it. This is Lorna Shore with Pain Remains 1, Dancing Like Flames. Yeah, I mean, super heavy, obviously. Um, but like, so this is one of the reasons I like watching specific music videos as opposed to just live performances. Right? They're telling a story. It's one of the things I always appreciated about like My Chemical Romance. Right? Big fan of My Chemical Romance, and their music videos, with the exception of like a couple one-offs. I mean, for the most part, especially when you got to later albums, right? Black Parade, um, Danger Days, right? The music videos had a theme. They were telling a story that went with the story on the album. And so you're able to visualize more what the artists are trying to convey, right? With the lyrics, with the music. You're able to get a better feel for it. And, there's a lot in this video that's touching, right? Um, it's very sad. And it's very real for a lot of people. But the thing that most struck me, the thing that I think is most the easiest for me to connect with, right, is that opening shot where he's just sitting there, just staring into nothing, just right, because there is nothing you can do. There's nothing you can say. There's nothing that you can. It's pure frustration. It's pure helplessness of I don't know what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna sit here until I can think of something else to do because this is all I can do. And you're not even your eyes aren't focusing. You're just off because you're in your head. And I'm not saying that's a good place to be because it's not pleasant. But it is a very relatable, I think, place to be. And especially relatable if if you've lost anyone close to you, right? Whether that's a partner, a friend, a parent, a sibling, a son or daughter, child, a grandparent, right? You can be close to a lot of people. Or even if you've lost somebody that you're not necessarily close to, but that's been part of your life, right? Sort of a peripheral character. It's hard. It's hard to think about. They're never gonna be back. We're never going to make new memories together, right? It's great when you have good memories. Sometimes it hurts more, but it is nice to be able to share those with other people who have some of those memories with you. Remember when we did this? Remember how beautiful she looked when whatever. Remember how much fun we had when we did this thing. Remember that time when they crashed the car and they were so worried, right? You have these memories that you can share with people. But you are reminded also that you're not going to be making any new ones with them, right? And it can be very difficult to figure out how to respond to that. And that's very relatable. I think this is a really good song. I really enjoyed this song. I will say, as far as music goes, Austin Archie on the drums so far to me is the hero. He's my favorite. I like Will Ramos's voice. It's not. A lot of people are doing vocal we put a mic down his throat and yeah, he's got a cool voice. I totally believe that that's his voice. I've listened to a lot of metal. I don't know. Maybe I'm just jaded. I think it's good. I enjoy it, but I don't think it's so unique that people should be wondering if how he just does a lot of screams, and good screams, right? He projects. He gets from the diaphragm. I think he has good vocal control. The guitar, there was a really nice solo. I like the guitar. I like the bass. There's nice riffage, nice chunky riffs in there. And then the solo that turned into a harmonizing solo was really nice. But yeah, I think the drummer for me is the I tend to gravitate towards drummers because I think what they do is so difficult and so cool, that I think it can change the whole way your band operates. Yeah, so that's it. I'll probably do more Lorna Shore, but this was Pain Remains 1. Go ahead and give me a like, subscribe if you are so inclined. I'm happy to get those. Give me a comment, something like that. Stay safe out there, everybody. Get more sleep, drink lots of water, and be nice to each other.